Afternoon, one and all. Paddy Davitt here at Colney. Friday afternoon, 24 hours out from Wolves and Paul Lambert's visit to Carr Road. This very chair actually occupied by Mr Neil and Cameron Jerome in the last few minutes. Mood, I'd say, fairly bullish, but as we've heard a few too many times of late, it's all about the result tomorrow. So, time will tell. But it certainly sounds like they've got a good week's work in. And basically they'll be ready for what they know is going to be a very difficult test. We all know the backstory, Paul Lambert, what he did here, and he will have his team bang up for it, as we all know, as he used to have here. So if they don't match that, I think we're going to be in the same sort of scenarios as maybe Barnsley, Rotherham, Huddersfield of late, and clearly it's reaching a fairly critical point that needs to change and change very quickly, which, to be fair, Alex Neil has acknowledged again this afternoon. Straight on to the sort of main business of the day, I suppose, transfer-wise. A little bit more circumspect today, Alex. We're kind of reaching that sort of critical point of the window now where, the sort of speculation gives way to actual deals trying to get put together. A lot of moving parts, obviously. Mr Ziegler, Marvin Ziegler, Sporting Lisbon left-back, heavily linked, respected paper in Portugal, Ebola, in the last couple of days, saying that talks at an advanced stage, 3 million initial deal, possibly rising to 4.3. Alex wouldn't confirm or deny that, but he did then subsequently go on to sort of say they are looking in the overseas market. So my reading of that is that there probably is a deal there that they're hopeful they can get over the line. Couldn't say if we were looking at anything incoming before the weekend, but again, as we know, these things are movable feasts. So watch this space, I guess, on that one. The most interesting aspect, I think, of what he did reveal was basically no bids for Alex Pritchard. I've seen a little bit of speculation, mounting speculation in various media outlets that Burnley might have maybe had a look. £8 million the figure. Complete news to Alex Neil. He says there's been no interest whatsoever in Alex Pritchard. So that's where we are on that. No further movement with Robbie Brady. Bournemouth was news to him. Eddie Howe was at St Mary's midweek, watched the FA Cup replay, but he basically said where we were midweek, which was they're in discussions with clubs, but it's a long way from getting done there. So, Burnley have obviously been linked heavily. Leicester, Sunderland, I've seen a little bit with David Moyes earlier today on Friday, sort of distancing them from maybe firming up any initial interest. So I think there's plenty of movement left in that particular transfer soap opera, but that's really where we are with the transfer side of things. And then injury-wise, bit of good news. Robbie Brady's fine. Obviously came back midweek. He'll be in the squad tomorrow, as will Johnny Howson. Initial fears that his ankle injury might be a serious one. He obviously had surgery on his ankle earlier in the season. It is the same ankle, but apparently he's responded well to treatment, and he will be in the squad tomorrow. Big boost. We all know central midfield, they're a little bit light. Alex Tete will come back into contention. Louis Thompson still not quite ready. He's had this long day off with a pelvis injury, but he is now in light training. So, in Neil's words, making good progress, possibly not too far away. Matt Jarvis, conversely, had the scans back. He's got a minor tear in his hamstring. But sad news for the lad. He's obviously had an injury-wrecked season, not played at all in the seniors since knee surgery in the summer. He's going to be a few more weeks out. And I think that's probably where we are with injury-wise. No fresh injuries that Alex Neil would reveal to us here this afternoon. So really it's all now about Paul Lambert and getting the better of Wolves. Clearly we had to ask him about Paul Lambert. He's never actually met the guy, let alone managed against him. So that's going to be a first meeting tomorrow. Fully respects the job he did here at Norwich. Feels he's a very good club, a progressive club, a club who will have a good chance in years to come of getting back up there. But as he says, it's really about Norwich tomorrow, and he knows that the fans need to be given something. He realises that home and away now he's getting fairly critical reaction. He accepts that. He says they deserve it, him and his players. And it's up to the players to from the start tomorrow to really get about it and get those fans behind them. And if they do, then hopefully the performance will follow, and more importantly the result. And that's what it's all about at this stage of the season. So obviously I'll wrap it up there, but by all means join us on the usual channels. Michael will be back tomorrow, so join us on the usual online channels, social media. Obviously you can follow me and Michael and the guys, and let's do it all again and hope for a positive outcome at Carr Road. Thanks for watching. Cheers.